Uh-oh, what's he up to? New glasses. That's what he's up to. Joel Comm here, episode number 29, 2 to the 9 of the Top 5 Scope. And today's Top 5 Scope are my top 5 projects for 2016. Now, of course, none of this is set in stone. This is as of today, December the 8th, 2015, and what I'm thinking about for 2016. But I guarantee you that things will move and shift, and I'll see a new bright shiny object or a new plaything, and I'll get on it. But as of now, these are the primary things that I'm looking at for 2016 as I evaluate the different ways that I intend to bring value to you, the people of the internet. Hello, Turkey. Glad that you're here with us. So let's get started with the top 5 projects for 2016. Number 1 is I am finally going to restart doing a podcast. Now this is podcast material. So I'm doing the live scopes, and the periscopes are being repurposed on YouTube and on Facebook and on iTunes as a podcast. But what I'm talking about doing is actually sitting down and doing studio quality podcast again. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be yet, but I'm aiming to do 5 days a week, short shows that are unlike anything else that's out there right now. So I love podcasting, I love broadcasting, and it's time for me to kick it up a notch and start doing a show again. So that is on the radar for 2016. There will be podcasting. That is number 1. There we go. Number 2, books. Hey, I've done 12 books. I've done like 42 ebooks and special reports, and I've got new books that are in. One of them is a proposal that is on the desk of a major publishing house, and another one is one that I've started, and it's more like I'm not going to tell you what it's about. I can't tell you what it's about. I could tell you, but then you know what I'd have to do. Neither one of us wants that to happen. So I'm not going to tell you what the books are about until I've signed the deals. But there's 2 books in the work, one with a major publishing house and one that I'm looking at doing myself. So writing books is a great way to position yourself as an authority in your field. It's a great way to get speaking gigs. It's a great way to get interviewed on podcasts. And Mike, you want to know, how do I weigh proposals? I'm not sure what you're asking me about book proposals. Be a little more specific what you're asking me there. So number 2 is new books. Number 3, I really enjoy being a social influencer and getting out there and doing representing companies. In the past year or so, I've worked with Cox Communications. I've worked with IBM a number of times. I've worked with Cisco. I've worked with Aer Lingus. I've worked with other brands, and I'm looking forward to representing brands in 2016. And that's at various events, doing live streams, blogging. There's a lot of different ways to be an influencer and represent brands. My Clout score is just below an 87 right now. I've got a pretty broad audience to be able to share my message with, and this video itself will reach a couple thousand people. So influencer events is number 3. Number 4 is retail. I've been working with 2 different products of my own, 2 brands of my own, and one of them was an afterthought as far as getting into retail. Back in 2010, I did a book called Ka-Ching, How to Run an Online Business That Pays and Pays, and it showed people different ways to make money with their content. No, Web Evie, I'm not going to be getting into cologne. Eau de Joel, right? So along with the book Ka-Ching, I created these Ka-Ching buttons. Well, when the book came out, I sent these to editors, and I sent them to associates and friends and peers, and then I had an overstock, so I sent them to Amazon to sell for me. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get them shipped 2-day for free. And so I put these up on Amazon, and I'm just about out of them. I've got to order more. These sell every day on Amazon.com. In fact, if you want any for Christmas or for Christmas gifts, you need to go look for it now. You can look up Ka-Ching Button, or you can just go right here to KaChingButton.com. It's also listed under the Easy Money button, but these sell every day. So I'm getting ready to have 2,000 more manufactured. I'm the only one in the world that has these, and so I'm selling these. The other retail thing that I'm working on is my Do Good Stuff brand. So here's the t-shirts, and these have actually sold about 300 or more shirts this year without really trying much, and so I'm getting ready to do more of these and order a couple thousand shirts and open my own retail operation for Do Good Stuff. In fact, they're available on Teespring right now at teespring.com/dogoodstuff. Somebody go ahead and type that in so the rest of you have it. And if you'll use the code Joel20, it's good until tomorrow for those of you on the live scope right now. It might not, the shirts might not be available after tomorrow, but if you put in Joel20, you get 20% off. So I'm excited about doing retail in 2016, upping the ante on both the Do Good Stuff shirts and the Ka-Ching Button, broadening the audience for those. And finally, the number 5 project for 2016 that I'm super excited about is the Top 1% Mastermind Group. People have been asking me for years if I would put together a high-level mastermind group for entrepreneurs that are already successful and want to seriously multiply their success in 2016. In the past, I've worked with a lot of people on a small budget that might only have $100, $200, $500 a month to work with. This mastermind is $2,000 a month. And if you don't have that to be in it, then you don't belong in the group. This is for people that are already operating on a highly successful level with their business, and they're stuck or they want to 10x it in 2016. If you're interested in that, if you qualify for that, I could send you an application that we can evaluate. I'm doing interviews now with people to find the right group of people. And here's the mindset. If you can afford to be part of a group where you can spend $2,000 a month to be with other people that can afford to spend $2,000 a month, you're going to be around people that aren't worried about paying their mortgage or trying to make a car payment. These are people operating on a high level, and my goal is by putting those people together, we're going to explode everybody's business. And I think what will happen is that as a result of everybody else multiplied success, it's going to trickle down to help other people as well. So that's how I want to help people in 2016. So there you go. Top 5 projects for 2016 are new podcast, because I love broadcasting, doing influencer work for brands, both large and small, doing my new books, hopefully 2 of them that I've got coming out in 2016, working on upping the ante on retail for both my Ka-Ching buttons and the Do Good Stuff shirt, and finally launching the mastermind on January 1st, the Top 1% Mastermind Group. And if you have any questions about any of these, feel free to tweet me at JoelCom. It's right there. Well, not there now, but it will be in post-production. Or follow me, message me on Facebook, or go to my site at joelcom.com/contact. There's a contact form there, and when you fill that out, guess where it goes? Well, a bunch of hamsters get it, and they run on the wheel for a little bit while they're reading through it, and then they decide to send it to me. Or it just comes to me directly, something like that. I would love to hear from you. Please follow me here on Periscope, share with your friends, and hashtag Top5Scope if you've got something that you would like for me to do. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you all for joining me today. Replays are all available on my YouTube channel at joelcom.com, on Facebook, and out there in the ether known as the internet. Everybody have an awesome day. Catch you on the next Top 5 Scope. Down Periscope. Whoa, there it goes.